How I cracked the code on squatting with long legs as someone whose squat used to look like this.
So I'm going to share a couple cues that changed my life, starting with the upper body. I used to unrack with my elbow super flared up, head down, chest caved in, which put me in the position of the bar already pushing me forward. I'd squat down, the weight would push me forward, folding me in half like a folding chair, because I had no control over the bar. So the first cue is chest up, elbows tucked. So now when I unrack the bar, my elbows are tucked, my chest is up, my gaze is forward, which puts me in a much better position to stay more upright and control the bar. I used to have a pretty close grip, so when I tried to tuck my elbows, it was really uncomfortable. I just didn't have the mobility. So I discovered that going out wider with my grip allowed me to get into the position so much more comfortably. You should be able to maintain back tightness whether you're close grip or wide grip. Now, as for the lower body, I used to squat down by sitting my hips back behind me, and I'd get to the point where I literally couldn't go any deeper, and it felt so awkward. And in this position, my hips are not under the bar. So when I'd go to press, my hips would shoot up, and I would do a good morning. Now, the cue that changed my life is hips between heels. Think about sitting your hips straight down in between your heels and knees over toes. You want to push those knees out and over the toes. And after implementing those cues, my squat went from looking like this to this.
These positional cues allowed me to hit depth with ease, made my squat feel more natural, and let's be honest, it made it look a lot less atrocious. I hope this can help some of y'all. Thank you so much for watching.
All right, Cameron, I love the rationale. Your squat just looks like my glute squad member, Vanessa. She squatted just like you. In fact, she hit 325 for 2 reps this way, and I swear her torso was perfectly horizontal with the ground. And we had to work very hard to be more upright in the squat, just like Cameron. So if some of you struggle staying upright in a squat and you want to squat deep, use these tips. I also want to mention, I think everyone should learn how to squat deep as well as squat high bar, low bar, front squats, sumo squats, and you should learn the most quad dominant style of squats, which would be heel elevated, high bar, sitting the hips straight down, letting the knees jut out in front of you and staying as upright as possible, as well as the most hip dominant squat, which would be low bar, leaning forward, shins fairly vertical, sitting back as far as you can, going just to parallel. So if you want to squat deep, you want to go ass to grass, and you struggle with your form like Cameron, use her tips. But I do want to mention, if you're just trying to grow your glutes without growing your legs, you can't sit way back in a squat, fold over, keeping the shins mostly vertical. Yes, you don't want to shoot the hips up, but even if you're leaning a lot, you can rise up and not have the hips shoot up and not have that teeter-totter effect. Hip dominant squats are great too. So good post, Cameron. I'm Bret Contreras, aka the Glute Guy.